Old age, 5 things you should remove from your bedroom. Here's why. Welcome to Love and Life. If you've reached your 60s, have you ever stopped for a moment to think about the room where you sleep? Not the living room, not the kitchen, just your bedroom, that quiet space where your day begins and ends? For many of us, it's a safe, peaceful place, a spot to rest, recharge, and feel like ourselves again. But what if I told you that your bedroom might be doing the exact opposite? You see, as we age, our bodies change. Our sleep gets lighter, our immune systems become more sensitive, and the things we used to ignore start to matter a whole lot more. Join us at Love and Life. In this video, I'll walk you through 5 things, just 5, that might be lurking in your bedroom right now, quietly draining your energy, triggering allergies, affecting your breathing, and even stealing the deep, healthy sleep that makes you feel good. I know this isn't always easy to hear. We're all attached to our habits. We tell ourselves, I've used that pillow for years, or I sleep fine, or my bedroom looks clean to me. But sometimes, it's not about what we see, it's about what we feel. So, if lately you've been waking up tired, feeling foggy during the day, or just not quite yourself, I invite you to stick with me. By the end of this video, you'll not only understand what might be going wrong, but also know exactly what to do about it. And the best part? These changes are small, but the difference they make can transform how you feel every single day. Let's get started. Number 1, old pillows. Let's talk about something that touches your face every night, your pillow. Before you say, "Oh, my pillow's fine," I want you to really think about it. When was the last time you replaced it? If it's been more than 2 years, we need to have a serious chat. You see, over time, pillows silently collect a lot of stuff we don't want near our heads: dust mites, bacteria, sweat, oil, even mold. And here's the scary part, you might not see it, but your body feels it. Ever wake up feeling stuffy or like your nose is slightly blocked? Maybe your throat's dry or your eyes are watery first thing in the morning? That's not just the weather or age, it could be your pillow triggering mild allergies while you sleep. Dust mites love warm, moist places. They feed on the dead skin cells we naturally shed every night, and their waste, yes, their poop, can cause sneezing, stuffiness, itchy eyes, and that feeling like you're not sleeping as deeply as you should. And it doesn't stop there. If you've noticed irritated skin, redness, or even breakouts, especially around your cheeks or jaw, your pillow might be part of the problem. Imagine this, night after night, you're pressing your face against a surface soaked with sweat, oil, and bacteria. It builds up, and your skin pays the price. But what really worries me, especially for folks in humid areas, is the risk of mold inside the pillow. Mold spores don't always show up on the outside, but if you're breathing them in for hours every night, they can contribute to fatigue, brain fog, and even breathing issues over time. I know some pillows feel like old friends, we're attached to them, they're shaped just right, but trust me, no matter how comfy it is, if it's full of allergens or worse, it's not worth sacrificing your health. So, what can you do? If your pillow is over 2 years old, it's time to replace it. And when you do, consider getting a hypoallergenic one, something designed to resist dust mites, mold, and bacteria. It makes a huge difference, especially for sensitive skin or seasonal allergies. If you're not ready to ditch your pillow yet, at least use a protective pillowcase and wash it weekly in hot water. Cleanliness matters more than we often realize, especially where we rest our heads. It's a small change, but don't underestimate it. Clearer breathing, calmer skin, better sleep, it all starts with a clean pillow. Your body deserves that comfort. You've earned it. Number 2, clutter under the bed. I know, the space under your bed seems like the perfect spot to stash stuff, out of sight, out of mind, right? Old clothes boxes, holiday decorations, even shoes we haven't worn in years, it's so easy to shove them under there and forget about it. But here's the truth, what's hiding under your bed might be messing with your sleep, your breathing, and even your peace of mind more than you think. Let's start with the basics, dust. When was the last time you really cleaned under there? If you're like most people, it's been a while, and that's exactly why dust mites love it. They feed on the dead skin cells we shed while we sleep, and their waste, yep, that again, is a powerful allergen. Runny nose, scratchy throat, sneezing when you wake up, that might not be a cold, it could just be dusty, stale air rising from below you while you sleep. But it's not just dust and allergies. There's something else going on when we fill that space with stuff. We block airflow. Your bedroom, especially at night, needs fresh air to move. But when the area under your bed is packed with storage boxes, bags, or random junk, you end up breathing stale, musty air all night long. Ever wake up feeling sluggish even after a full 8 hours? That heavy, trapped air recycling underneath you might be a big part of it. And here's something you might not expect: stuff has energy. I'm not talking mystical or magical, I mean real, psychological energy. When a space is cluttered, even with your eyes closed, your mind doesn't fully rest. It stays on guard, sensing something's unfinished, something's out of place, and that can disrupt your sleep in ways you might not have imagined. Some sleep experts, and even folks who work with energy, believe clutter under the bed can create restlessness, tension, and even vivid, uneasy dreams. Your subconscious, they say, knows when the space beneath you is crowded and chaotic. So, what can you do today? I gently encourage you to peek under your bed. Don't worry, you don't have to spring clean everything right away. Just start by asking yourself, do I really need to store this here? Ideally, the space under your bed should be completely empty. But if you need storage, use clean, airtight containers, preferably waterproof, and avoid fabric, cardboard, or anything that attracts dust. Then, vacuum the area thoroughly, let it breathe, so you can breathe. Try sleeping one night with nothing under your bed. The difference might surprise you. You might feel lighter, more rested, and even a little more peaceful. Because sometimes, better sleep isn't about fancy mattresses or high-tech gadgets. Sometimes it's as simple as giving your body and mind the space to truly rest. You deserve that kind of rest every night. Number 3, scented candles and air fresheners. I know this might catch you off guard. Who doesn't love a bedroom that smells nice and inviting? Maybe you've got a lavender candle you light before bed, or a plug-in air freshener that gives the room a clean scent. It feels good, right? But here's the part most people never hear: those pleasant smells might be quietly working against your health, especially as we age. You see, most commercial scented candles and air fresheners contain synthetic chemicals, including something called volatile organic compounds. That sounds like a fancy term, but the key is this: those compounds don't just vanish when the scent fades, they linger in the air, settle into your bedding, curtains, carpet, and worst of all, your lungs. If you've ever woken up with a dry throat, a slight headache, or a weird heavy feeling in your chest and blamed it on allergies or the weather, I want you to consider something else. It could be the air itself. The artificial fragrance chemicals you're breathing night after night might be irritating your sinuses, disrupting your breathing, or even affecting your hormones over time. If you've got asthma, allergies, or any breathing issues, those chemicals are like adding fuel to the fire. They can make things worse without you ever connecting the dots. What really gets me is that these products are often marketed as relaxing, soothing, even sleep-enhancing, but the truth is, they can do the exact opposite. They disrupt your sleep quality, irritate your airways, and in some cases, they've been linked to long-term health effects none of us want to think about. But the good news? You don't have to give up a nice-smelling bedroom, you just need smarter, safer choices. Try this: use a diffuser with natural essential oils, lavender, eucalyptus, peppermint. They don't just smell great, they actually support your breathing and help your nervous system relax naturally. If you love candles, go for beeswax or soy ones with real essential oil scents, no synthetic chemicals, no toxic fumes, just clean, calm air. And here's a tip most people overlook: add a few air purifying plants to your room: aloe vera, snake plants, peace lilies. They don't just freshen the space, they actually filter toxins from the air. They're silent healers, working while you sleep. So tonight, look around your room. Is there a plug-in freshener on the wall? Are you burning a candle with no clear ingredients? Are you spraying artificial scents on your bedding or into the air before bed? If the answer is yes, don't panic. just start shifting. Small changes lead to big results. Let your bedroom be a place where your lungs relax, your skin can breathe, and the air actually heals you instead of harming you. Because you deserve more than just a nice smelling room, you deserve a clean, healthy space to rest, recover, and wake up feeling like yourself. Number 4, thick, dark curtains. Let me guess, you've probably been told that blackout curtains are the best way to get good sleep, right? They block out all the light, keep your room quiet and cozy, and help you fall asleep faster. And yes, that's partly true, darkness matters for sleep. But there's a catch, especially as we age. You see, while total darkness can help you drift off, it can also make it harder for your body to wake up properly in the morning. Here's why. Your brain relies on natural light to regulate your internal clock, called your circadian rhythm. When the sun rises and light enters your room, your brain gets the message that it's time to wake up. It stops producing melatonin, the hormone that makes you sleepy, and starts producing serotonin, which lifts your mood and gives you energy. But if you're sleeping behind thick, heavy curtains that block all morning light, your body might not get that signal. So even after 8 or 9 hours of sleep, you might wake up feeling groggy, foggy, and oddly tired. Ever notice you oversleep more often in a super dark room, or struggle to get out of bed in the morning when your room feels dim and sealed off? That's not just in your head, it's your body missing its natural wake-up call. And it doesn't stop there. Thick curtains block airflow too. If your room feels stuffy, damp, or off, they could be part of the problem. Without fresh air moving through the space, dust and moisture build up, which can lead to breathing issues, poor sleep quality, and even low moods over time. And here's something often overlooked: light affects our emotions. Natural sunlight is one of the best natural antidepressants. It helps your brain feel alert, hopeful, and balanced. But if your bedroom's pitch black all day, your body might stay in low energy mode, and your mood could take a hit. So, what's the fix? You don't have to ditch privacy or darkness entirely, you just need a better balance. Swap those heavy blackout curtains for light filtering ones. They still block harsh light at night but let gentle morning light through, signaling your body it's time to wake up. Or if you're not ready to switch, just open the curtains as soon as you wake up, let the sun in, let fresh air flow, stand by the window for a minute or two. Even a little light in your eyes can help your brain reset for the day. Try this for a few mornings. You might be amazed at how much more awake, refreshed, and clear-headed you feel without changing anything else. Because better sleep isn't just about how dark the room is, it's about how your body responds to light, air, and space. And remember this, waking up with energy and purpose isn't something we lose with age, it's something we grow into. Number 5, electronics, especially your phone. Let me ask you something, and be honest with yourself. Is your phone the last thing you look at before bed and the first thing you check in the morning? If so, you're not alone. These little devices have become part of our routines, how we unwind, how we stay connected, how we feel tied to the world. But they've also become one of the biggest reasons so many people, especially older adults, are struggling with shallow, restless, poor quality sleep. Let me explain. Your brain works on light cues. When the sun sets and the room dims, your brain starts producing melatonin, the hormone that makes you sleepy. It's nature's way of prepping you for rest. But when you stare at your phone screen at night, scrolling the news, watching videos, or just checking email, the blue light from that screen sends your brain the opposite message. It's still daytime, stay awake. So even if you feel tired, your brain's tricked into staying alert. You lie in bed, tossing and turning, wondering why you can't relax. That's not insomnia, it's your phone stealing your sleep cycle. And it doesn't stop there. Even after you fall asleep, your phone keeps working against you. That little buzz from a late text, the glow of a notification, the habit of checking the time in the middle of the night, each tiny disruption pulls your brain out of deep sleep, the kind your body needs to repair, recover, and truly rest. So you wake up tired, you blame age, stress, or bad dreams, but really, your body might never have gotten the uninterrupted, healing sleep it's crying out for. I get what you might be thinking, but I use my phone as an alarm, or I like relaxing music before bed. That's okay, you don't have to give up everything, but you do need distance between you and the screen when it's time to rest. Here's what I suggest. Charge your phone in another room, not on the nightstand, not under your pillow, not within arm's reach, far enough that it's out of sight, out of mind. If you rely on it for an alarm, get a simple old-school alarm clock. No notifications, no glowing screen, just a gentle sound to wake you. And if you must keep your phone nearby, at least put it on airplane mode, face down, and across the room where you won't be tempted to check it in the night. Better yet, create a relaxing pre-bed routine that doesn't involve any screens. Maybe you read a few pages of a book, sit quietly reflecting on your day, stretch, or listen to soft music from a separate speaker. Let your brain unwind naturally without artificial light interfering. Try this for just 1 week. No phone in bed, no screen time at least 30 minutes before sleep. I promise you might be shocked at how much deeper, calmer, and more refreshing your sleep feels. Because real rest, the kind that restores your energy, sharpens your mind, and lifts your mood, only happens when your brain gets to fully shut off. And at this stage of life, more than ever, you deserve that kind of rest. Your bedroom, your health, and the quiet power of small changes. Let's pause here for a moment, not to rush to the end, not to sum up what we've learned, but just to reflect. Because what we're talking about isn't really just about pillows, phones, or curtains, it's about something much deeper. It's about how your environment shapes how you live, especially now, especially at this stage of life. You see, your bedroom isn't just 4 walls and a bed, it's a reflection of how you care for yourself. It's where your body goes to heal, where your thoughts settle, where your spirit finds stillness. Yet for so many of us, it's also where we neglect. We clean the kitchen, fuss over the yard, organize the garage, but the bedroom? We keep the same pillow for years, pile boxes under the bed, fall asleep to phone screens, telling ourselves it's fine. And for a while, it is, until the signs start whispering. Maybe you wake up more tired than when you went to bed. Maybe your joints ache in the morning. Maybe your thoughts feel foggy, like the edges aren't as sharp as they used to be. And it's easy, too easy, to brush it off. I'm just getting older, we say. But what if aging isn't the issue? What if part of it is the space we're aging in? I want you to hear this. Sometimes it's not about doing more, it's about doing differently. Sometimes a healthier life starts not with a new prescription, but with a cleaner pillow, not with a new supplement, but with fresh air and morning light, not with giving up, but with clearing out what no longer serves you. The truth is, as we age, our bodies don't bounce back like they used to. We're more sensitive to toxins, to bad air, to interrupted sleep. Our nervous systems need calm, our lungs need clean air, our brains need real rest. So those little things? They're not little anymore. They're the foundation of how we feel day after day. And I say this with love and respect. You deserve peaceful nights and fatigue-free mornings. You deserve a bedroom that supports your health. You deserve sleep that actually feels like sleep. But above all, you deserve to feel in control of your well-being. Because we live in a world that tells older adults to accept decline, to sit still, to get used to it. But here, on this channel, we reject that idea. You're not here to quietly fade. You're here to live with awareness, with strength, with intention, and that often starts with the first environment you return to every night, your bedroom. So take this message with you, not as a lecture, but as an invitation. An invitation to step back into your own power, to look around your room and ask, is this space supporting me, or quietly draining me? And if the answer isn't what you'd hope, take action, not all at once, not with pressure or guilt, but one step at a time. Replace the pillow, open the curtains, unplug the phone, let the air flow, let the light in, let your body rest. And watch how something as small and simple as better sleep can ripple out to every other part of your life. You'll have more energy to enjoy your mornings, more clarity to read, think, call a friend, more patience for the people you love, more strength to move your body, savor your meals, face the day, and more peace at night knowing your bedroom, your space, is finally working for you, not against you. That's the quiet power of small changes. That's what you deserve. And that's what I'm here to help you reclaim, one breath, one choice, one night at a time. Now, before we say goodbye, I just want to remind you of one key thing. Taking care of your health doesn't always mean big changes, big efforts, or big costs. Sometimes it starts right at home, with small, thoughtful choices in the space where you sleep. So ask yourself, what can I let go of today that's no longer supporting my health? What simple shift could help me breathe easier, sleep deeper, and wake up feeling a little more like myself? You don't have to do it all at once, just start somewhere. Maybe it's swapping out that old pillow, or finally clearing the clutter under your bed, or leaving your phone in another room tonight. These aren't just chores, they're acts of self-respect. And after all the years you've spent caring for others, it's time to care for you. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us keep creating content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.